Hey, my name's Nora.
I'm Cassia.
I'm Victoria.
I'm Sophia, and you're
watching
Trig
Channel.
That was so unsafe.
And now we're gonna see what Miss Acute has to say about this.
I can't believe what just happened. I was looking outside of my window as normal, and I was looking at the pretty monument. It made an interesting shadow though. The sun was overhead, so it was like shining directly, like overhead at noon, whatever. And the monument's shadow was just as long as the pond. Just then I saw a red man running towards the bank. And then right there was Mr. Euler lying on the ground, dead.
Now we're gonna expose Miss Acute.
Allegedly, according to Miss Acute, this building was 16.7 feet, and over here we're using the altitude of 40 since it was in 12 p.m. at noon in November. Since we're using altitude, we take this angle, we would need the tangent to find x, which is the distance between the building and the pond. And we would take 16.7 divided by the tangent of 40, which is 20, which is correct.
Now we're gonna see into what Mr. Obtuse has to say about this.
I was inside my penthouse apartment and I saw Mr. Euler riding off his bicycle, and it was at the foot of my building. We must keep this man off the streets and make my building safe again.
Now we're gonna expose Mr. Obtuse.
Okay, allegedly, Mr. Obtuse was saying that he saw the ball, like he saw the person after 5 feet, and the building was 560 feet. Based on that, we're gonna find the angle of this area to find if he was lying or not. So we got the inverse tangent of the triangle, and that's what we divided 5 feet by 560 feet, and that's how we got that the angle was 0.5 allegedly.
Situation 1.
Okay, exposing Mr. Obtuse. He was in fact lying and wrong, because when we went outside to test it out, we saw that the ball was at 8.06 feet that we saw, and the height of the building was 12 feet. So based on these numbers, we calculated the inverse tangent of it, and we got the inverse tangent divided by 8.6 divided by 12 is 33.9, which is very far from the angle that he said. So Mr. Obtuse is lying.
Situation 2.
Part 2 of exposing Mr. Obtuse was we went outside and tested this out. The building was 12 feet, and we saw the ball when it was 9.9 feet across. So we got the inverse tangent of it and divided, and then we got 39.5 degrees, which is not 0.5. So he's wrong.
Now let's hear the final statement.
Hello everybody, welcome back to True Crime Podcasts. I'm here to tell you now that we're gonna do a recap. First things first, Miss Acute, she was telling the truth. She's all good. That's a check mark, by the way. She was letting you guys know that the distance between the monument and the building and the shadows, that was all true. That was all true. So we can trust her. She's a good woman. But Mr. Obtuse, on the other hand, that man is a big old liar. That man lied about the angle in which he saw the murder happen. That's an X mark, by the way, because he's a big fat liar, which isn't very nice of him. So, as we can say, this is come to a complete verdict that Mr. Obtuse is going to be sent to jail for a very long time.
Caso cerrado. Whoa.
Thank you for tuning in. See you next time.
It's street town, it's murder time, Mr. Obtuse got gone, now it's pain time. It's street town, it's murder time, Mr. Obtuse got gone, now it's pain time. It's street town, it's murder time, Mr. Obtuse got gone, now it's pain time. It's street town, it's murder time, Mr. Obtuse got gone, now it's pain time.